Because now I'm intrigued. After what you just said, now I'm intrigued. So
Right.
maybe let's start with political, and then maybe we can go to ideological later.
Okay, so so initially Abu Bakr didn't want to be caliph, and when they went, this is a video. I made a video really recently about this. You had the Ansar gathered in the in like a roof that was owned by Banu Sa'ida, which is an Ansari tribe. So the Ansar, they're gathered. The Prophet just passed away, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Abu Bakr and Umar and Abu Ubaidah head towards there because they realize they've been told that the Ansar, they're like thinking of appointing a caliph. And remember, this is in Medina. This is Ansar territory. The majority of people are from the Aus and Khazraj, and they're about to appoint one of their own as a caliph. So they go in there and they say, what are you guys doing? It's supposed to be someone from Quraysh. A Quraysh is supposed to be the caliph, right? So, and then the Ansar say, well, how about this? How about we have two caliphs, right? And then they're like, no, listen, the Quraysh, there's going to be a caliph from Quraysh, and there's going to be, you guys are like the ministers, right? And wuzara. But we got to be the caliphs. And then they just give it up, man. And they're like, okay, sure. Whatever you guys want. And it's so interesting because it's such it ended so simply. Like this minority group.
That sounds a bit like, that sounds almost too easy.
Yeah. It's like, so this minority group coming in there, and of course, keep in mind, Abu Bakr isn't even from like a large tribe in Quraysh. He's overwhelmed. When he was in Mecca, he had to flee Mecca because his sub-tribe is so weak. And now all of a sudden, he's like discussing with the Ansar, and he's appointed caliph. So when that happens, at the same time, Ali did want to be caliph, and Ali, radiallahu anhuma, him and Abu Bakr, and all of those involved, he initially wanted. There's this conversation with him and Abbas about going to the Prophet, peace be upon him, before he passed away, and asking him if they have anything that they're getting in terms of like power or anything like that. So Ali clearly wanted to be caliph, but the people just chose Abu Bakr. Now, what's interesting is Ali and Zubair, and it seems like a very small group at the time did want Ali. However, it didn't happen, and very shortly after, like a day or two later, Ali basically goes to Abu Bakr and pledges allegiance to him, and that's more or less it. So that's not the initial. There's no Shi'ism at that time, even though you have that, and you have a little what's the word, scuffle maybe, or something. Nothing too dramatic. Nothing too dramatic. And even Ali himself, he says, "I'm upset because I was never consulted," sort of thing. But that's more or less it. You can't say that's the origins of Shi'ism. The origins
doesn't sound very dramatic. It doesn't sound very
it's not really.
It doesn't sound like a huge controversy of any kind. It's just like a little a little disagreement, a little miscommunication. Okay, fine, but it was over within a day or two.
The Shi'is have this alternative narrative where they feel they have these reports about Umar breaking the door down, killing Fatima's not newborn, excuse me. She's pregnant at the time, according to their history. He smashes the door open and kills the baby in her stomach, and basically Ali's forced to give bay'ah, and Fatima's rib is broken and she passes away shortly after. So they have this full alternative history. And I mean, I don't want to be sidetracked, so please prevent me from.
But just a side note. Is that the narrative that all Shi'is generally hold?
No.
Is that like a minority? Is it?
They're split with the stuff like a decade ago. Fadlallah, a Shi'i marja, was very popular in Lebanon. A lot of people, even Bahrain, followed him, and he denied the existence of this story. And even today, you have some scholars that deny this stuff, but it seems to be getting more popular. This alternative history, this much more aggressive history. But I would say that the origins of Shi'ism started off after Ali became caliph, and then you had these splits, these political splits, with a group, of course, being with Ali, and a group being with Muawiyah, and that sort of thing. That seems to be the origins of the political split.
The infamous Muawiyah. I've heard that name many times amongst the Shia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So just to be clear, if we look at how things actually went down, Shi'ism did not technically ever start or have any origin from the time when Abu Bakr as-Siddiq became the Khalifa.
Yeah. It's not enough. It's not like large enough to call it the origins of Shi'ism. Not only that, because Ali is on good terms with Abu Bakr throughout his caliphate. He's on good terms with Umar throughout his caliphate. He's on good terms with Uthman. There are like really minor disagreements with Uthman. He marries off his daughter to Umar. Ali's daughter is literally married to Umar ibn Khattab. Like, all these things indicate that he was generally good with them.